Antarctica is not just snow, but perhaps the biggest silent riddle of the Earth. In 1820, when the European missionaries saw this snowy world for the first time, they did not find only snow, but a strange silence. So much silence as if the Earth is hiding something by holding its breath. There are places in Antarctica where there are lakes under the snow. For example, Lake Vostok, a lake that has not been able to see sunlight for almost 400,000 years. When scientists went to take samples of the water of this lake, they were afraid that there might be thousands of years old microlife in it. Or perhaps such a life that has risen separately from the rest of the Earth. In some areas of Antarctica, radar images show cracks under the ground. Some people call them natural mountains buried in ancient snow, but some conspiracy and scientific theories connect them to the lost civilizations of the past. In the snow of Antarctica, you can find a large number of pieces of meteorites because black stones are immediately visible in the white snow. Scientists have discovered many samples of the history of space from here. NASA has also collected data for space research from here because the environment of Antarctica is very similar to that of Mars. In some parts of Antarctica, extraordinary spots of heat have been found, where water melts under the snow, but its complete clarification has not been possible to date. Some people say that it is the heat of the inner system of the Earth. After World War II, many strange stories have emerged. In particular, some reports claimed that powerful countries have started secret research here. One famous but controversial story is that some military missions tried to reach strange caves or rocks under the snow. Most of Antarctica is still undiscovered. Almost 98% of the part of the human has not been fully explored. The snow of Antarctica is so thick that in some areas its thickness reaches up to 4 kilometers. That is, if something is present below, it can really be very safe and hidden. Antarctica, where time freezes under the snow. This is the place where humans often see only through satellites, because this part of the Earth is so hard that it's almost impossible to make a city here. But some people say that this place is not just snow. In some parts of Antarctica, radar scanners have found signals of empty places underground. Science says that this is a natural geological structure, but some theories connect it with mysterious stories. There is a 1,000-year-old airlock in the snow here, as if the Earth is preserving its old breaths. Scientists can read the seasons of the past from the bubbles of this air, and a strange fact. In some parts of Antarctica, the temperature is changing faster than the rest of the world. That is, this part of the Earth feels the change first. There is a place in Antarctica where red water flows from the snow. This place is called Blood Falls. The water is red because it has more iron, which combines with oxygen to make a blood-like color. This water is considered to be about 5.1 million years old. That is a capsule of ancient Earth. There are volcanoes even below the snow. For example, Mount Erebus is an active polar volcano in the world. This volcano also emits fire and gas in the snowy desert, which is very unusual. About 50 million years ago, there were forests and trees here. It was a completely different world from today's snowy desert. That is, the poles of the Earth have also changed over time. Scientists keep looking for traces of ancient bacteria in the samples of snow. If complete ancient DNA is found, the date of the rise can be further clarified. Some researchers say that the silence here can have a strange psychological effect on the human mind because the lack of sound affects brain perception. If the snow of Antarctica melts completely, the sea level can rise several meters and many coastal cities in the world can sink. The most frightening fact of Antarctica is that this climate is changing silently every year. Satellite data shows that large ice shelves are slowly breaking. These shelves are like large ice bridges in the sea, which prevent the inner ice from falling into the sea. If these ice shelves are completely broken, the sea level can rise all over the world. Many coastal cities can be in danger. Another mysterious thing about Antarctica is the air here. The humidity in the air here is very low, so if something is preserved here, it can be preserved for thousands of years. This is why scientists call Antarctica the freezer of the Earth, where things of the past can be preserved and the secrets of the future. One of the most famous scientific experiments in Antarctica is the experiment of finding neutrino particles. This experiment is done in the Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory. This experiment has been done by installing thousands of sensors in the snow. Scientists try to capture extremely weak neutrino signals coming from the space. Neutrino particles are such that they pass through almost everything, even the ground. This experiment is important because neutrinos can give us information about supernova explosions and cosmic events. Scientists make very deep holes in the ice sheet and do seismic wave research so that the inner layers of the Earth can be estimated. This tells us how the crust and mantle of the Earth move. The most dangerous environmental problem in Antarctica was the ozone layer hole. In the 1980s, scientists discovered that the ozone layer on the southern pole was getting very thin. The ozone layer protects the Earth from the dangerous ultraviolet rays of the sun. This problem was especially revealed after the research of NASA and other international scientific institutions. The real reason was that chlorofluorocarbons, that is, CFC gases, which were used in air conditioners, spray cans, and industrial chemicals, these gases went into the atmosphere and broke the ozone molecules, which weakened the protective layer. After this problem, the world made the Montreal Protocol. It was an international treaty that began to reduce the use of gases that destroy ozone. The good news today is that the ozone layer is slowly coming back to life. Scientists say that if the laws were followed in the same way, the ozone layer could be repaired to a large extent by 2050. But the danger is not completely over yet, because global warming and industrial pollution are still affecting the climatic environment. The danger of the sea level rising due to the rapid melting of Antarctica's ice is still present.